Hey guys, this is Mani Karthik here. Welcome to another episode. So today I want to talk about something that's been bothering me for a while. A lot of people keep asking me, what are the ways to work from home? What are the ways you can earn money online easily and quickly? And this is kind of bothering me because you already know that we're going through a very tough time these days. Everybody's in lockdown situation. You're not able to get out of your homes. You're not able to go to your work. Things are a little bit difficult as it looks like, because if you look at the news, experts are saying that there will be job losses. Unemployment is at its peak today, and many people will be losing their jobs going ahead. So this is all kind of concerning. And what is even more concerning is that people think that work from home, remote working, online jobs, blogging, etc. are quick ways to make money online, or at least a replacement to their daily jobs, which I beg to differ with. And that's why I thought I'll just make this video and clarify this in the first place. So if you look at it, many of the things that we did in the past, like for example, somebody was asking on Twitter today that if they could find any yoga instructors who could do yoga lessons online through Zoom or Skype. We haven't actually heard about this in the past. There was someone who was looking for Hindi lessons online because they are an NRI couple and they want to move back to India in the next couple of years. So they're looking for someone who can teach their kids who don't know Hindi. So all these things kind of point at the fact that many of the things that we thought were weird or absurd or odd in the last couple of years is now becoming the normal, and people are getting accustomed to it. And this is the same thing that happened a couple of years ago when mobiles came into our lives, right? And we thought it'll be very hard for you to keep a mobile with yourself or keep it in your pocket or take it wherever you want to go. But today we're all using it in ways that we can't even imagine, or we haven't even imagined in the past. So the same kind of thing is happening with work and other behaviors of ours, and our behaviors are soon changing, I believe. And with this pandemic happening, I think it's going to be a rewriting of history, so to speak. I know it sounds dramatic and everything, but this is the reality. I mean, look at us. We are sitting at home. We don't know what to do. Many of us are fearing job losses. Many of us are fearing of getting fired the next week. We don't know how the economy is doing, and there's going to be a food shortage or whatever. So it only makes sense for us to look after ourselves, isn't it? So finding a job for yourself that you can do on the side, that you can earn an income from, is kind of becoming a necessity these days. So I think it's going to be the normal. Like, all of us have talents. All of us have something that you can bring value or offer as value to others. Like for example, if I know how to draw, if I know how to paint, I can teach that to kids, and that is value for them. If I know a language that someone else doesn't, and if they want to learn it, I can offer to teach them. And I can do all of this online, and that's the beauty of it. So like I mentioned in the example, someone is looking for yoga instructor online who can do classes online on Skype or Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever, and people are ready to pay. So I think we have to acknowledge the fact that this is a big change that is happening. This is a big shift in perception and behavior that's happening with us. Many of these things we thought would have been odd or worrying previously, but it's happening. So it's time we embrace these changes, I think, and that is a clever way or a smart way of doing things. And we Indians are very smart about all these things, as in we can understand and perceive these changes early on, and we head on embrace them as they come. So I think it's important that we acknowledge the fact that things are changing, especially in the way we work, in the way people earn a living. So we use it and take advantage of it by acting early. I think that's what we should do. And to that, as an action item, I would say, all of us, like I mentioned, have talents, something new to offer, something valuable to offer. We should identify that and come up with a portfolio for everyone. Because for example, when I talk to people who want to work from home and who want to earn a living online, many of them think that it's a short-term thing. As in, if I put in X number of weeks or X number of days or sometimes even months, then they can get to a point where they can earn money. And they ask me, how much time does it take to make money with blogging? And I tell them, it depends on your case, which industry you're in, how much effort you're putting into. Are you writing daily articles? Are those articles going viral? Are people liking it? And things of those nature, which you can't actually predict. You have to see whether it's happening or not to figure out how long this will take. So one thing I want to clarify is that all these things that looks like a quick job or a quick way to make money online is not. If it is too good to be true, it is probably too good to be true. It's not going to work out. So many of the things, including blogging, online tutoring, or so whatever it is that you're doing to earn a living online, needs some time, because you need time to build a reputation for yourself. Bring in some reviews, try out a few things, make some mistakes, figure out who is trustable, figure out what you can do, what you cannot do, how much time you can spend on this. Things like that take some time. So as an action item, what I would recommend you to do is make sure that you have a portfolio for yourself. It could be a blog, it could be a website, it could be something on your own name. Like for example, if your name is avinashkumar.com, grab your domain right now so that you don't have to worry about it or feel bad about it later. What you could do on the blog is put up all your services, put up what you can do for others. Like for example, if you can teach Hindi, write about it. Write about what rates you're expecting per hour. Write about how you can be contacted. Put up your WhatsApp number there. And all these things, if you put up, like for example, I mentioned that somebody asking on Twitter about Hindi lessons or yoga lessons online. Those people can find you and contact you and possibly hire you, and you get paid for it. So these are big opportunities. It might sound a little bit dramatic and silly maybe sometimes today, but after a few years, I'm sure it will make sense to you. And this is how I felt exactly when I started my blog 15 years back. I purchased manikarthik.com, and I'm glad I did that, because today, if I was supposed to do that, I wouldn't have gotten manikarthik.com. Someone else would have taken. So grab it and do that action item today so that you can start investing in small bits and pieces today, and slowly it'll add up. And one fine day, you will make money out of it, I'm hoping. So this is the way to do it. There's nothing much to lose. Just start early and start practicing it on a daily basis. Start writing articles, put up something, write about something, or offer your services and do, connect with people, do some networking. And this is the only way you can actually make a reputation for yourself and actually make a living online. So there's no particular secret to it. It's all about consistency and just sticking to what you're doing and keep doing it repeatedly. And after a period of time, over a period of time, you will notice that people will appreciate you for it. People will find you and people will contact you. And this is exactly what happened in my case too. Like when I started my blog, I had no idea where this was going. And I just wrote random stuff, like the stuff I was eating every day, the movies I was watching, the clothes I was wearing, what I purchased, which restaurants I went to, my random thought about iPhone and everything. I wrote an article that said that iPhones would be a failure if it came to India. And guess what? I'm using an iPhone today. So things change. You yourself will be contradicting yourself, but that doesn't matter. What matters is how early you start and how long you stick around. There's a famous thing that I tell to a lot of my mentorship candidates, that is, today the game is not about showing your muscle power or showing how big you are or showing how aggressive you are. The winner is someone who can stay under the water with their nose closed and hold your breath for as long as possible. The guy who does that for as long as possible is the winner in today's market. And that's the kind of market we're dealing with today. We have to accept it. So start blogging, I would say. If you don't want to write articles, at least grab a domain and start your blog. Put up all the services that you potentially can serve. Put up your contact number. Create a nice portfolio for yourself. And if possible, start writing articles that you think people might read and will make you popular. The economy is changing. Times are changing. If you are ready now, you will be ready in the next 6 months or 1 year. But don't give yourself an opportunity to feel bad after 1 year. Don't say things like, I should have done this 1 year back. And I see a lot of people doing that. Make sure it's not you. This is Mani Karthik, signing off.